JP contains the opinions and views of Jordan Productions, and therefore does not represent anybody else but him.
Shopping is better under the all-seeing eye. The Eye Corporation Mall is your one and only stop for your shopping needs. Need to get a haircut? You can do that. Need to get a bite to eat? You can do that.
The food is being emotional.
Need to purchase a laser gun? You can do that. All of this and more at the Eye Corporation Mall. Shopping is better under...
Well, this sucks.
Sounds like a dead mall to me. A dead mall. Basically a mall that's struggling with attracting customers, stores, and might be decaying in other ways.
Is it like a zombie?
In terms of it being between dead yet alive, then yes.
Yay! Zombie malls!
You're not alone, as the rise of the quote, dead malls are a recent phenomena where I come from and wasn't even in the dictionary. Still, the stories about these dead malls kept piling up, and there was one that hit especially close to home for me, the Schuylkill Mall. Yeah, I was supposed to do that for an episode of the show, but I haven't recorded that episode yet.
Well, that sounds boring. Aww.
Sure, what's that?
Yeah, my feet get tired from standing around.
But you don't have feet.
I can dream, Jordan. I can dream.
So the Schuylkill Mall is, surprise surprise, a mall located in Schuylkill County, Pennsylvania. But I want to start off with something I haven't included in my stories before. History.
Ugh, but history is boring.
Only because it's presented as boring, so I'll make sure to make it as entertaining as possible. Furthermore, I love history as a subject, and have a unique opportunity to show that here. Yes, but I will admit it was at first difficult to find, as the Schuylkill Mall is more of a local thing. Thankfully, a September 21st, 1980 edition of the Reading Eagle, a Pennsylvania newspaper, contains a lot of information about the early history of the Schuylkill Mall. According to the newspaper, the Schuylkill Mall opened its doors on October 9th, 1980 with a whopping 91 merchant tenants and 3 anchors, Hess's, Kmart, and Sears.
So many stores.
The number of stores at the Schuylkill Mall wasn't the only thing impressive about it. The mall's location on top of a mountain was another. Yeah, your reaction is totally justified. Whenever I used to tell this story, I always had people shocked that the Schuylkill Mall was built on top of a mountain. You would even think that the Reading Eagle was overselling it a bit with the article "Mountain Moved for Project." But when you read about the construction of the mall in it, it isn't that exaggerated. Literally, they quote Donald M. Behim, I believe that's how you pronounce his name, project superintendent, as saying, quote, "We literally knocked off the mountaintop." Although the paper does say he emphasized that 90% of that mountaintop was rock, it still doesn't take away from how insane that quote sounds.
Teleporters! That's what rural Americans used all the time.
Nope, Since the Schuylkill Mall was located off of Interstate 81 and Route 61, two major roads at the time according to the paper, it needed ramps that connected those two highways and the mall on top of the mountain. However, the article says that Crown American, the original developers of the mall, were financially responsible for making that happen. So it describes how Crown American not only made 70 to 80 foot cuts in the rock of the mountain, again quoting Project Superintendent Donald M. Bahim, but additionally operated their own asphalt plant to make, well, a ton of blacktop. My family and I would visit the Schuylkill Mall nearly every time we visited Pennsylvania. While my mom would be shopping at the local Kmart, the rest of the family would visit the other things in the mall. It's because of this that a lot of my current interests would start here. For example, while most would cite their love of games starting with a home console, mine started with the Schuylkill Mall's Gamers Alley. It was a large arcade that featured a lot of games that I still love to this day, like Sega's House of the Dead, Midway's Arctic Thunder, and of course, pinball machines.
Am I a pinball?
No, Bob 18. No. Schuylkill Mall also had a theater we frequently visited and watched movies in. Although it was very much rooted in the 1980s and didn't even get an upgrade until after we stopped going to Pennsylvania. Regardless, it was a theater we watched a lot of movies that I love today, like WALL-E and Transformers 2007.
I'm sorry, but we can't be friends anymore.
And why is that?
Because you like that Michael Bay Transformers movie.
Oh, come on, it wasn't that bad. It was fun, unlike the rest of the sequels that followed. I can only say what I know from my observations and memories, but Schuylkill Mall became a dead mall by around maybe 2003 or 2004. That's when I noticed that the mall was very empty, with the only people that seemed to be in it either those mall walkers or people shopping at Kmart. Because there wasn't a lot of people around, you can imagine that businesses probably weren't making a lot of money. Whatever the reason, tenants started to leave the mall and left a lot of vacancies. Then came the retail apocalypse, where retail chains started to face financial difficulties that resulted in either store closures or bankruptcy. Sears, Kmart, and the Bon-Ton were all affected by this, closing their stores in the Schuylkill Mall. By March 24, 2017, the Morning Call reported that only 15 stores in the mall were left. However, none of those 15 were a shady-looking technology store.
Howdy! Welcome to the Eye Corporation Technology Center. Y'all's balance is $55,000. You may purchase a wide variety of options for equipment.
Why?
Yeah, there might be zombies or something.
Guess you're right, but what should I get?
The Stun Gun MD-1984, a small, portable, and energy-powered weapon that can safely disarm intruders, criminals, and other miscreants without harm. Excellent choice. Have a nice day.
Here's hoping that I never have to use this.
I'm sure the only things you would have to use it against are zombies.
Subject 001 has obtained items, sir. Excellent. Send the Eye Corporation Assassin Unit. This is a ridiculous exercise. How will... Any other objections?
Yeah, it would suck to leave on a cliffhanger.
Well, alright. The Schuylkill Mall didn't survive much longer, and soon the mall closed its doors entirely. I think it closed for a lot of different reasons. The rise of online shopping, the fall of once giant retail titans, and just so many other factors that make it difficult to explain it all. Although one thing that isn't difficult to explain is my love for the Schuylkill Mall, and grief at its closure. Sure, the mall looked like it was permanently stuck in the 1970s, and at times was like entering a zombie movie, but it birthed memories and passions that I still carry over today. I guess it goes to prove the old saying that some things just don't last forever.
A well-spoken point.
What are you supposed to be? Mr. Oh, I'm a trained assassin, McFancy Pants?
That's right on the nose, minus the insult. I'm Eye Assassin Unit 0, one of the best in the art of wanting somebody dead. My boss is presenting you fine folks with two options. Option 1, you're going to come quietly with me.
Option 2?
Then it won't end up well for you.
Well, I'll have you know, Mr. Oh, I'm a trained assassin, McFancypants, that we will not stand for such injustice. I demand to see a lawyer in addition to a barber. I need a haircut.
Oh, that's what the boss meant by tying loose ends. Well, he did say that you'll be predictable. I'll leave you some advice. Run as fast as you can.
The Eye Corporation android assassin has been terminated. Reinforcements deployed to designated coordinates.
This is an Eye Corporation security alert. Please stand by. The Eye Polis Police Department are now seeking information regarding the whereabouts of Jordan Zek, Zwolf Warden, and Senior Blob Bob 18 in connection with the murder at the Eye Corporation Mall. Do not try to apprehend them yourselves, as they are considered extremely armed and extremely dangerous. Rewards will be given to those who talk, punishments to those who do not. Glory to the all-seeing eye.